name's Kyle. We're over here at Kinetic Motorworks. Today we're doing the full ISC treatment on two 22 BRZs. This one here is our shop car. Over here behind us we have the ISC's 22 BRZ that Ryan's doing the install on. So here we have the full ISC treatment for the BRZ. Going across here we have the front control arm brace that mounts up to the front control arm mount and the radio support. We have the ISC adjustable camber arms. Then we have the ISC toe adjusters for the rear. Then the coilovers and the coilover covers to keep them protected. So to go in a little bit between the ISC toe adjuster and ISC camber arm. The camber arm will give you adjustability on the camber, but you'll eventually get to a point where your factory toe arm won't allow any more adjustments before it's maxed out. That's where you're going to add in the adjustable toe arm to achieve more adjustability on the camber end and the toe end. What I usually start with is probably one of the most crucial things, especially if you live anywhere there's moist, salty conditions, is doing anti-seize on the threads of the coilovers. Basically, whenever you have the bottom mount or the adjusting collars, you're going to want to apply anti-seize to the threads of the shock body. This will keep the shock body from seizing up and be able so you can adjust it down the road in the future. So starting off the installation on the back end here, what you're gonna be doing is removing everything that you're gonna be replacing. So I prefer to start off with the lower control arm. If you're just doing the coilover install, you don't need to remove it all the way. You can loosen up this back bolt and just let it hang down out of your way. Since we're gonna be doing the adjustable control arms, I can go ahead and take this all the way out. Then moving from there, gonna be moving up to the front part here, where your toe arm is. You're removing that as well. Something to keep in mind that if you're doing the adjustable control arm, you will be not reusing some of the OEM hardware. You can be replacing the hardware with the IC hardware. All right, now that we're wrapped up on the rear end of the installation of the coilovers, we're moving on to the front end on removing the stock components. So just going over how to set up preload. Generally on preload initial setup, you want to add 5 millimeters of preload. So what I do is on the coilover here, you have your spanner. Basically, you're going to spin up your collar. So as right now you have a little bit of play on the spring, you're going to keep rotating the collar up until you make full contact on the spring. Then you can take your spanner wrench, pull the spring in place. You can go basically the width of the spanner wrench up 5 millimeters. And what that does is it adds the preload onto the spring.